Oh, hello. Hey, good evening. Happy Sunday evening. I took a long nap, so I'm very refreshed now. Uh, so we'll continue. Let's see how my esophagus is doing. I wonder if I can drink vodka or not. Yeah, my esophagus is doing fine, so I can drink now, kinda. Well, let me have Tom's, just to make it easier. Okay. Uh, so what we are doing here is basically coordinate transformation. All right. If you remember, in analytic algebra, Cartesian coordinate system, you have several different coordinate systems. You have radial uh, polar coordinate system, r theta, and you have also rectangular coordinate system x y z, right? Um, so depending on what kind of geometric object you're talking about, sometimes it's one coordinate system is more convenient than another, right? If you are dealing with circular object, then to express that object in terms of polar coordinate or cylindrical coordinate or spherical coordinate is more convenient than expressing it in uh, xy coordinate, xyz coordinate. Okay, so we have two system here. Just like Euclid is very good at geometry, now we are dealing with triangular system and then square based coordinate system, rectangular, okay. And by transforming it to square coordinate system, we discovered a brand new pattern. There's a diagonal periodicity, okay. And this square system, Euclidean square system, you have vertical, diagonal, and horizontal periodicity. Okay, so in a sense, it's a very superior system. All right, and but we'll keep using both system. Okay, because Euclidean triangular system has its advantages. Okay, all right. Um, what did we prove last time? We have two formula here. one here and one here, okay, they are equivalent, okay. It's we are parallel transporting, okay. K from 0 in this expression, K ranges from 0 and on. Is here is ranging from 3 and on, right? So this difference by 3. So to go from here to there, K is now big, right? So that's why to preserve equality, you should do like K minus 3 here, okay? So that's why this becomes 2K, because minus 6, 6, they cancel out. And minus 6, yeah, that's why minus 1. So they're totally equivalent, alright? It's parallel transport, okay? Function translation, movement of parallel shifting of function, okay? And we already proved this. All the other things, they should have the same parallel proof, okay? Now, what we need to find is we need to identify the very first component, the foot of the diagonal, okay? We have many diagonals here. It follows the receding pattern, okay? The very foot of the diagonal, okay? Let's see some pattern here, okay? So the very first diagonal we have two one, all right. So 2 1, the very foot, the initial point for diagonal. Second diagonal is 3 3. That's the beginning point. Next diagonal, the beginning point is 4 5. Next, 5 7. Okay. And we know what the pattern is now, right? The column skips by 2. And row, this is row and column, okay? So row is incremented by 1 each time. And column is incremented by 2. Okay, so dot dot dot, it will be like, let's say this is first, second, okay, we give it n, okay, so it will be 2n minus 1, and starting from 1, okay, and here you have n plus 1. Okay. And we know For these two guys, period is one. Yeah, this guy period is one. Okay, period is two and three and on. And nth period will be n. So we're gonna get a second degree polynomial to express this. All right, or not. Hopefully not. What are we talking about? Okay, period. All right. So what is period? Period is um, it's like a speed. All right. Something like that. I'm a little bit lost. Well, we should make more examples. All right. So what's the next guy? 5 and 7. The next example will be like this. 4 is equal to 5s7 which is same as 810. 8s10. Okay. Oh. So, which is equal to, in general, I'm making sure you can see this, okay? Plus 3k s and 7 plus 3k, okay? And in general, in nth, there will be some constant in nth, right? Yeah, we see a very similar behavior as before when we do the diagonal periodicity in triangular system. Okay, triangular coordinate system. Here we have yeah, you just add one here because it's diagonal, right? One go up, one go to the right, one go to the up. That's the next diagonal, right? So the same behavior. Okay, and well, in this particular case, yeah, yeah. So that's that. Okay, in general, we have how come we don't have 5 and 6 here? Oh, okay, because it's not the very first one. Okay, okay, that's fine. 4 and 5. Yeah, this guy. Well, this guy. So that's our model. 4 and 5. 4 plus 2k, 5 plus 2k, so that's good. In general, what we're gonna have is um, this. Okay. Um, n plus 1 plus nk because the period will be n. Okay. This is the left side. Now here you have 2n minus 1 plus nk. Okay, so and we gotta prove that's constant. It looks like a lot, but it shouldn't be. Okay, to prove this shouldn't be difficult. It will be just like we proved this guy. Yeah, we have some difficult time, right? To prove this guy, but we once we prove this, then everything is proven, pretty much. Okay. Yeah. And if we ever find what this C is, then we found the Euclid's number formula. Okay, fixed closed form Euclid number function. Okay. Okay. So let's go ahead and prove that. Okay. Just like we proved this guy. Okay. Yeah, I'm sorry, kind of low energy, but it's really hot now. Okay, so and I woke up from long nap, so kind of low energy. I'm sorry, but how about we take a break? Okay, so uh, let's take 5. Okay. Um, I'm not a huge fan of Pink Floyd, by the way, but I guess I like one of their songs. What we don't need no education. I don't like the lyrics, but the melody is very well written. So just want to mention, okay? In case you happen to be a Pink Floyd fan. Okay. So okay, we will switch out the board and continue. Yeah, it's Saturday evening, very low key. But I'm not comfortably numb. Like that's why I brought that up. I'm not comfortably numb. I'm comfortably low energy. Okay. Man, this is what the longest eraser, and it's really good. Probably because we don't use it very often. All right, so we need to prove. Let's use red. This red isn't very good. What is magenta? No, just highlighter. We use it highlighter. Yeah, yeah. This blue is just fine. You should be able to see it. Prove S. This will be our diagonal periodicity theorem in our Euclid's square. All right. We need to prove this. Okay. Yeah. It shouldn't be difficult because we already proved something like that in an easier case. So it will be just repetition of that. So like third lower diagonal theorem, whatever, right? So of course we have to take into account the other half, the upper diagonals. What am I talking about? Yeah, I'll share it with you. Okay. But if you remember the picture, so first we need to convert that into our more familiar Euclidean triangular system, right? How do you do it? You add and you subtract 1. Well, prove this guy. Okay. Left hand side is that. This is the right hand side. It's constant, some constant C. Okay. All right. Proof. Left hand side. Well, actually, we're gonna convert this first. So we're not gonna assign left and right yet. Prove we have this guy is same as add and subtract 1. So you have 3n plus 2nk minus 1 e 2n minus 1 plus nk. We gotta prove this is some constant that does not depend on k. But is it okay that it depends on n? Yeah. Yes. We just need to get rid of k. But we don't have to get rid of n. Okay. Yeah, some C of n, okay, some function of n that does not involve k. So our objective is to get rid of k, okay, so this is right, this is left, okay, left, we don't need to prove that, so left side, right, I'm making sure you can read it, okay, so it's not like I want to stare at you, alright, so alright, sorry, um, I'm not crying. We're getting rid of k, so you have to multiply by 2 and then subtract. Okay? Well, first we have, yeah, multiply by 2, then subtract. Then you have minus n, multiply by 2, subtract, so plus 2, or plus 1, that's it, okay? E by periodicity theorem, okay? It's always like this, either periodicity theorem or row reduction theorem or Euclidean reduction theorem, okay? So next, what do we do? Yeah, reduction theorem. I'm following the step that we did before. N is ranges from 1, okay, so that's important. How about k? What's the range of the k? K ranges from 0. It's kind of important that we keep track of this range. Okay, so okay. Um, 2 minus 1 plus nk and plus 1. Plus 1 always follows reduction theorem, okay. Euclidean reduction procedure, alright. Then what do you do next? Yeah, this number is 0 or negative number, okay, so we have to get rid of the negatives, okay. And the way we did was we just separated out this part, the right foot of the Euclidean function, okay. So now we have 1 minus n row 2n minus 1 plus nk is equal to, okay, so it's equal to what? and it doesn't look pretty. So now 1 minus n. Oh, it's really hot. Ah. We're trying to make this left side positive, okay? How? Well, you just add by using row period theorem, okay? You can add any multiple of this right foot because that's the period, okay? So we just add it one time, so it becomes n plus nk. How nice. And then you have 2n minus 1 plus nk as usual. Is equal to well n plus 1k rho and k plus 1 minus 1. Okay. We don't need, it turns out we don't need this step. Okay, so let's step back. If we want to compare these two things, two numbers, and see who is bigger, what do? We suspect this guy is bigger and this guy is smaller, alright? So let's subtract, well, let's put some period here. It's a mathematical sentence, right? Observe that if this guy is bigger and we subtract this guy with this guy, bigger guy minus smaller guy, it will become positive, and it will be, okay, because I calculated in my head. Minus and right foot minus left foot. It's proving technique that I learned in middle school, high school. Is equal to n minus 1, which is bigger than 0, right? You have inequality, you passed 1 to the other side. Yeah, I told you it's important to keep track of this range, okay, because in this the diagonal we deal with here, it shrinks, it recedes, okay, so that's why it's important to keep track of the range, okay. Therefore, this guy is bigger than this guy. Okay, so but we have an issue because we don't need equal sign because this better be strictly less than this guy. It's tough proof. Yeah, it is. In order to use row reduction theorem, it should be strictly less, not less than or equal to. So, okay. Then we can raise this guy into 2. Why? Because it makes our proof easier. Is it cheating? Not necessarily. Why? Because when n is equal to 1, that's the special case where we have this diagonal of 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, right? We proved that special case already, so we don't have to reprove it. All right, and that's kind of exceptional case anyway, right? So yeah, we can prove the subset of that. Okay, so yeah, n can start from 2, no problem. Then n minus 1 is strictly larger than 0. Then we can use row reduction theorem, meaning because this right foot is bigger than left foot, so left foot is the remainder. Okay. Therefore, this whole thing becomes this small guy. Okay. Therefore, oh, it's non-magnetic world. Okay, I get it. This guy, okay, this guy, this guy. We call this guy I will not name it. Okay, so this whole guy becomes n plus k, and we're dealing with here. So therefore, this left hand becomes yeah. I'm sorry. Yeah, it is bulky. I know. Are we making any progress yet? Okay, so by using periodicity theorem, we can further reduce this by subtracting it, right? So n minus 1 e n plus nk plus 1. Okay, we are getting somewhere, trust me. Okay, so. We need a couple more lines left. Okay, so now by reduction theorem, n plus nk e n minus 1 rho n plus nk plus 2. Okay, because reduction theorem, there's always this tailing one. So now n ranges from like 2 and on. Okay, so you have 1 2 3, so n minus 1 go from like 1 2 3 blah blah blah. On the right hand side you have n. Okay, so it goes like 2 and on, right? So this guy is smaller than this guy and it's positive number, so this is the remainder. Okay, so by well, by the way, this is by row reduction theorem, right? Row reduction theorem. Okay, by row reduction theorem, which is very powerful theorem. Uh, okay, so this becomes n plus nk e n minus 1 plus 2. Okay? We are almost there. I can smell it. We actually may end up finding the Euclidean number function. Okay, which should be great. Should be great. Well, we'll see about that. Okay. Probably we need to do the reduction theorem like one more time, I think. Okay, and I'll do it here. Okay, so by reduction theorem, Euclidean reduction theorem. Okay, this guy is equal to. We probably need to do just one more time. 1 minus 1 e. That's how it was last time. Okay, it's more specific, easier proof. N plus nk rho n minus 1 plus 3 now, right? Okay. And this is by row periodicity theorem. We'll just spell it out, okay? And you can subtract this guy, right? So if you subtract it, nk plus 1 rho n minus 1 plus 3. Is it going anywhere? Ah, man. We still didn't get rid of k yet. Actually, we might. We're gonna need another board, okay? And I'm gonna separate this out. Yeah, it's not one page of proof, it turns out. But we'll get there, okay? So just take another whiteboard. Maybe another break, maybe. Okay. Yeah, let's take a break, okay? So yeah, why don't you take a look at it, okay? So during the break, if you want to. Yeah, think about it, right? Better yet, prove it before I do, okay? So. All right, take 5. Okay. We are almost there. Yeah, I can smell it. Actually, we may make it into one page. We'd like to. Um, but we won't because I don't like cramped space. I mean, what's the point of coming to Alaska? To have space, you know. Okay, whiteboard hunting. Uh, Hunting for a whiteboard to kill, to erase, and eat. This guy. Whiteboard sacrifice. Huh. Well, it's not a human being, so it's a sacrificial lamb. Back in the Old Testament. And that's what we human beings do. We human beings, we eat animals for our own purpose, so that we survive. We have to kill animals, to survive, and that's fine because we are farming them. Okay, sustainable. Of course, technically, we don't have to kill any animal in order to survive because we can always harvest plants, fruits. When we eat fruits, we are not killing the tree, right? Yeah, some birds, some animals, herbivorous animals, they don't kill no plants to survive. They just eat the fruits. But when you eat fruit, why do plants have fruits? So that it propagates its seeds. So some seeds do get digested. A seed is like future plant. So you're kind of killing that, kind of like abortion, kind of. So, but technically speaking, you can live by eating the flesh of the fruit and spitting out the seeds, so that you don't kill any seeds of a plant. That's technically possible, right? Oh well. Okay. We're just taking a break. Okay, so let's continue, okay? Because we are almost there. I can smell it. So left hand side, this pen need to go. How about this brown? Oh yeah, this brown is decent. Where's my trash can? Oh, it's back there. Whatever. Yeah. This left hand side is equal to. I'll just copy it down where we ended. Well, actually, I'll do one more step by row periodicity theorem. We're gonna subtract it. Okay, so nk plus 1 row n minus 1, okay, plus 3. Now we introduce this guy, we use this word now when we take some part of this equation, okay, so nk plus 1 row n minus 1 is equal to n k n minus 1 plus k plus 1 so k from is from k ranges from 0 1 to 3, okay, n ranges from 2 3 4 5, Okay, so okay, k is like this, n is like this. Okay, now k plus 1, n minus 1. Okay, so these two guys can be equal. We have an issue then. Why? Because, but that's fine. We'll just upward adjust range of n. Why? Because uh, we already proved that near the next diagonal. Okay, we proved when n is equal to 1 and also n is equal to 2 as a special case. All right. Okay, no problem. So we'll just raise n to equal to or more than 3. Okay, so now this guy's like this guy's like this. So k plus 1 is smaller or smaller than no, not always smaller. But because they're kind of independent variables, you know. Because we wanted to get rid of k, but we are not quite getting rid of k. Actually, we can get rid of k, or not. But this logic is very shaky because because k and n are independent variables. Yeah, we get it. Initial point can be, this guy's initial point can be bigger, but that does not always mean this is always smaller than this guy because they're independent variables. Okay, so yeah, we better stick to n is more than 2. Okay, so more than or equal to 2. Okay, so because this approach is not quite working. All right, so we are like cheating too much basically. Okay, so oh, okay, well, we can use reduction theorem, right? I mean, row periodicity theorem. You multiply k and then subtract. Let's just try, okay? Become nk minus k, subtract. It becomes k plus 1, row n plus n minus 1, okay? We need to get rid of k because we are trying to prove the periodicity, okay? So no matter what k may be, when k is 0, 1, 2, it shouldn't matter. It should always depend on only on n because that's the definition of periodicity, you know? Now we know k plus 1 is more than is 1 and on, and n minus 1 is also 1 and on. Okay, okay. let's just keep on moving, okay? So now back to L. Okay, L is equal to, so then L is equal to n minus 1 e k plus 1 rho n minus 1 plus 3. We're kind of disappointed because k is not disappearing like before. Did I make any mistake, by the way? I hope I did. This K is not disappearing. Let me look back in the previous board, okay, real quick. So, yeah, please be patient. Yeah, looking at my note now. let's try something else real quick. Okay, so yeah, it's not quite working. All right, so we may have to try a different approach. I'm sorry, we worked so hard, but we ran into a brick wall that's not moving. So it's a little bit of disappointment, but we're not gonna give up though, because we know this should be true. So I'm just double checking my calculation back down there. Let me try something real quick down there. Okay, so you have n plus nk e n minus 1 plus 2, the same as let's get rid of nk. Okay, so nk k subtract n plus k e n minus 1 plus 2. If you just get rid of n, this is becomes nk plus 1 e n minus 1 plus 2 nk nk nkk, and this is, if you multiply k, then k plus 1 e n minus 1. Yeah, looks like that's what we end up with. Plus 2. Okay, so, and that's what we have here. Okay, so, all right. We may have to use logical deduction, something like that, maybe. Induction, logical induction. Okay. We may have to use logical induction. Okay. I mean mathematical induction. Which won't be easy. But it seems deduction is just too difficult. Okay, so we may try to attack this problem by induction. All right. After a break, because we are halfway through, right? We're halfway through. We're going to treat n as something like a constant, all right? Just like in a partial differential equation, you know, you have multi-variable function. You think of one variable at a time. All the other variable we treat it as constant, all right? So divide and conquer kind of. So we're going to treat n as a constant, and we're going to prove this in mathematical induction way. We only need to care about k, because the k is the one we need to get rid of. So we assume this is equal. This is true when k is k, okay, and then we should find some connection when k is k plus 1. Okay, so at least we reduced greatly the complexity of the left hand side. All right, all you gotta do is logical induction. Okay, so we came a long way. Okay, we came a very long way. Okay, we reduced left hand side, we reduced complexity into this guy, which is great progress. Okay, so we can make use of this fruit of our product to go ahead with try to prove this with induction. Okay, at least we can prove this theorem. Unfortunately, we failed to find the Euclidean function. All right, but that's fine. Yeah. We'll take a break, okay? Take 5. Where's my cell phone? Hmm. Um, yeah. So we're gonna need a new whiteboard, okay? Because we'll try induction, all right? Because typically it's easier to prove in induction, all right? So typically, okay. Especially we are dealing with some sequence of numbers that we are not quite familiar with. Like we don't know why this number sequence look like that. Then yeah, induction is way to go. Okay, so all right. Let's hunt for some whiteboard to erase. How about the guy back there? Yeah, this guy seems to be some board I can erase freely. Okay. Okay. Whew. Oh, forgot my water. It is very hot day today. Oh boy. Okay. So it's too low, right? So I bottom it up, just one level up. So what? We have left hand side is equal to k plus 1 e n minus 1 plus 2. Okay, so let's assume this. Assume this. Okay, then let's call this guy as function f of k, and we treat it as constant. Then f k plus 1 is equal to k plus 2 e n minus 1 plus 2. And let's say this is some constant function of n that does not involve any k. All right, so yeah. This is what? Somehow we need to reduce this into k plus 1, okay? So if at all possible. Let's keep moving. All right, so this same as what? If you just add, okay, by periodicity theorem, n plus k plus 1 e n minus 1. Or if you use reduction theorem from here, okay, minus 1 e. It's way too hard. Okay, I'm sorry. I had to. I'm scratching the wall now. I'm not sure if we're going anywhere. We are not simplifying anything. We are making things more complex. So it feels like it's the wrong way to go. Okay. Yeah, no, I don't think it's gonna work. All right. At least I don't see any obvious way to work this out. Okay, so it's either our formula is wrong or maybe there are some theorems that we haven't discovered yet. So we don't have that tool. Okay. Um, uh, what we can do is make some more examples. Okay, so going back to the drawing board. All right. We'll try to prove a subset of this big theorem, diagonal periodicity theorem. Okay, we already proved when n is equal to 2. Okay, now let's prove when n is equal to 3. Okay, just to verify this theorem is correct or not. When n is equal to 3, we have 4 plus 3k s 3 plus 3k. Okay, is some constant in our table back there. This constant happened to be 4s3. Is it? Because that's strange. I mean, Oh, I'm sorry. And it's 3, right? So this should be 5. So looks like there's some error in our formula, which is good news because yeah, because if you made a mistake, it's easy to correct mistake, right? As long as we know what that mistake is. So that's the good news that I made some mistake. Okay, so it's easier to correct that way. Easier to correct some known error than solving unknown equation. Okay, so that's a good news. Okay, let's bring up this board so that we can go about correcting our error. My error, my bad. There, this is not n plus 1. And this is not 2n minus 1 either. All right. We are looking at these two guys, okay? I need some highlighter. So this guy and this guy, okay? So from there we are generalizing, okay? So it's very shaky, but so yeah, we need to make more examples. All right, so yeah, our formula, our proof didn't work because that formula is wrong. So it's good that it didn't work. Okay, you don't want to prove a wrong formula, right? So I don't know what. Okay, so is this n plus one? Did I get the formula right? Oh man. Because n is 3. Oh, I'm confusing n and p. Period and n. That's what I'm confusing. Okay, okay, okay. To correct this, p square n minus 1. Okay, so okay, yeah, this formula is wrong. Okay, so we have to rewrite this formula. Okay, so it will be like if this guy's n, period is n minus 1. Okay, from here on. So it will be like c is equal to n plus 1 plus n minus 1 k s 2n minus 1 plus n minus 1k. So we are off by 1. Okay, I was confused between period and n. Then it will work. So when n is equal to 4, period is 3. Yeah. Okay. So we're not going to erase everything. Okay. So what we're going to do is you can vaguely see it, right? So we'll systematically correct that proof, all right? And it shouldn't be too bad, all right? So we like partially erase. You know, have you been to school? Have you taken mathematics? Your professor, teacher makes some mistake, right? And we just need to partially erase and partially replace. Okay? We'll take a break and we'll do that. Okay, so it's good. We found our mistake. We're off by 1, okay? This n should supposed to be n minus 1, okay? I have a good feeling we're gonna get something, okay? So perhaps even Euclidean number function, all right? Which will be very significant discovery, okay? If we get it. Okay, so let's take a break and then we'll take on that, okay? All right. Yeah, thank you for your patience. So we have no new formula to prove. Yeah. Let's just start from scratch, okay? I mean, I'm gonna just copy it down, but partial erasing, it gets too messy. Okay, so I have it right there. Okay, so we'll just, it's good that we gave up because it was wrong formula to prove. That's why it was not working. So if we just kept on trying, we would have just waste time. Okay. But at least we have this infrastructure built up. We just need to correct some errors. Okay, so it should be fairly straightforward from now. Okay, so good, we are making progress. Okay, so we have to prove n plus 1 plus n minus 1k as we be very conservative about the space, okay, because we want to fit this into one page. All right, so 2n minus 1 plus n minus 1k. It's kind of deja vu. I think this is how we approach this diagonal periodicity theorem in the triangular coordinate. Okay, so C of n and not k somehow need to disappear. Okay, so proof. Okay, yeah, we'll name it after we prove it. Okay, so left hand side is equal to convert, you add them and subtract 1. Okay, so yeah, it's messy, right? 3n minus 1. Incredibly messy. Okay, and we need to prove this as function of n that's left hand. Okay. So left hand, we do the same step, follow the same step. So by periodicity theorem, okay. Okay, what are we trying to get rid of? These guys. 2n minus 1k, okay, that's what we are trying to get rid of. So you multiply by 2 and subtract, okay? Then you have minus n as 2n minus 1 plus n minus 1k. Okay, so and by reduction theorem you have, I'm sorry, this is E, Euclidean step function. Okay, so by reduction theorem, I need some drink. Really. Oh boy. Now, this guy. Row periodicity theorem. Because 1 minus n is negative because n is more than 1. Okay, so to bring it up, we add together. Okay. N plus n minus 1 k, which is great, which is more than 1. Okay, so to make this into positive number, okay, so 2n minus 1 plus n minus 1 k. Okay, yeah, I'm sorry it's very small font, but I'll share this with you. I'll zoom it in for you after we're done. Okay, so that you can pause and take a picture, screenshot. Okay. Now let's subtract this guy. Okay. Observe that we subtract this together. Okay, so 2n minus 1 plus n minus 1 k minus, yeah, it looks very long, but it's paper tiger. Okay, so with the power of row reduction theorem, very powerful theorem. Okay, so because because n is more than 1. Okay, that was our starting point, if you remember. Therefore, if you pass this guy to the other side of this inequality, this guy is bigger than this guy, strictly. So this guy is smaller guy. And also know n plus n minus 1k is more than 0. Okay, so this small guy, so that's the remainder. Okay, this whole thing becomes this guy, small guy. All right. Therefore, where does this guy come from? This whole thing, left hand side, we simplified it greatly. Okay. 2n minus 1, we are picking up from here, right? Plus n minus 1 k e, the small guy, n plus n minus 1 k. Don't forget the 1 plus 1, right? Now, next step. This is by row reduction theorem. Very powerful theorem. Row reduction theorem. And then what we do periodicity theorem. To get rid of this guy, n minus 1k. Ugly guy. Okay, so we don't get rid of him. Okay, so how? Subtract it. Then surprisingly, the left hand side the left foot of this Euclidean step function becomes n minus 1. It's really neat. The right hand side we have still that guy. I have a good feeling about this. Okay. And by the reduction theorem, I'm kind of happy, so let me keep drinking. Yeah, very excited. Reduction theorem means Euclidean reduction theorem, okay? Yeah, distinguish. Yeah, you can say reduction theorem or Euclidean reduction theorem, okay? Everything is Euclidean except row algebra, right? So, row algebra is more like Gaussian. But, so we just call it reduction theorem, okay? So, because we want to bring K guy to the right, left foot. Okay, that's why we keep doing reduction theorem. All right. And then n minus 1 row n plus n minus 1 k. Ladies and gentlemen, we got it, because we know this n minus 1 is less than this guy, because k is from 0 and on, right? So, and n is bigger than n minus 1. So this guy and n minus 1 is larger than 0. Okay, so this is by row reduction theorem, n plus n minus 1 k e n minus 1 plus 2. Okay, from here, maybe a couple of more steps. Okay, I have a good feeling about this. Now I need to look at the note and look at the formula, because now we are on the right track. That's how I feel about it. So we're gonna apply another Euclidean reduction theorem, okay? I'm super duper excited, okay? Because we have been sailing this ship for a long time, over time. Yesterday I recorded 4 episodes. So we've been in the ship, in the ocean, like in the middle of the ocean. Now I kind of smell the land, island, or continent even, so that we can, let's say we are in the ocean, in a ship, and we are lost in the middle of the ocean. Let's take a break from mathematics, okay? So, and then I've never done it before, of course, in the ocean, out in the wild. Maybe fishing boat when I was very young kid, but not in Alaska, not yet, because I got no money. Okay, so let's see, but we watched all the movies like that, right? We're in the middle of the ocean, we are lost, and it's kind of stranded, whatever. We are lost in the middle of the ocean, and we start to see some seagulls. Seagulls, I mean, they don't live in the middle of the ocean, they are birds. They need to have some land, right? So we start to see some seagull. Okay, so maybe there's some island nearby, or continent even. What's a continent? Big island, okay, like Australia or even America. There's no difference between island and continent except for size. Okay. Hey, I kind of feel like I'm smelling some land, some island. All right, let's try the Euclidean reduction theorem again. Then you have n minus 1 e. Okay. And what's that? uh, we'll just spell it out. Okay, so no. We're not going to waste any spaces. We just continue mathematical sentences, okay? Observe that this guy is what? One plus, we added one, so you subtract one, right? So it becomes n, 1 plus n minus 1, okay? Plus 1 minus 1, common technique. So, and we factor it out. N minus 1 times k. So n minus 1, and you have k plus 1. Okay? You doubt it? Expand it. nk plus n minus k minus 1, and minus 1 plus 1 annihilates each other, cancels each other. So, and then you have rho n minus 1, okay? Which is what? N is more than 1. So n is like this, right? So n minus 1 is like this. Uh-oh. Well, that's fine. We can put that n as like n is more than 2, like more than or equal to 3. Okay, because we already proved those special cases when n is equal to 1 and n is equal to 2. Okay, so no problem. Okay, because it's just 2 cases, we can just prove it separately, right? We already have. Okay, so we're gonna raise this n's range again. Okay, so n is more than 2. Well, right now it's more than or equal to 2, so we'll just do this. Okay, okay, so this guy's a remainder. Alright, so okay, ladies and gentlemen, is historic moment, very momentous moment in mathematics history, and you're part of it. We did it together. Okay, you're my imaginary friend. Okay, I cannot do this. I couldn't have done this without you. Okay, do you think I would do this in pencil and paper? I don't think so. I'm doing this because I'm imagining an audience sometime in the future. Okay, so thank you. It's thanks to you. Thanks to your love. Okay, so this becomes what? n minus 1 e 1 plus 3, which is what? 4. QED. That's a little bit too strong a result. So, but from what I see over there, back there, yeah, it I think it is correct. Okay, I will share with you what this all means. Okay. What it means is this. Um, from third diagonal and on, the periodicity, the cyclic sequence of diagonals is always start from 4. And that's how it is in the Euclidean square back there. It's an infinite square. Okay? It's an infinite square, and the from n is equal to 3 and on, the foot of diagonal is always 4. Okay, in the because we just proved it, and our example so far confirmed it. Okay. This is a lot, and it's very fascinating. Okay, so I promised to share this with you, right? So I'm gonna zoom it in. I take a picture and I write it down. Okay, so we are explorers. Okay, so this is the full whiteboard. We got it under one page. Okay, we have a couple of lines left below, right? So go ahead and take a screenshot, pause, take a screenshot, okay? Or just write it down, old school, okay? But better just take a screenshot, okay? Because I don't have time for you to write this all shit down, okay? I want to take a break, okay? So I need to write this down, okay? So here, I put this as close as possible so that you can write it down too, okay? And you don't have to see my face. My ugly Asian fuck face. You don't you don't have to see that shit, right? Alright, so it's what we proved here is lower diagonal. There's also upper diagonal, and it's not as simple as this. Upper diagonal, yeah, it's not as simple as this. Okay, so we will continue this. This is why I don't have time to publish, because I'm too busy discovering brand new things. So I want you to publish this in mathematical journals. Okay, so I just don't have time. All right, so okay, we proved this, so we're gonna name this just lower diagonal periodicity theorem. Okay, so because we proved it. All right. But It's just that initial point, the foot of this lower diagonal, third diagonal, okay, but what's the actual cycle, and that's different story. So we got a lot of work to do, okay. We explore the lower diagonals. After we are done with that, then we tackle on the upper diagonal, okay. So we are getting things done one by one, all right. So how about this? Lower diagonal foot periodicity theorem is just partial, okay. Lower diagonal foot periodicity theorem, all right. And then I'll write this down and I'm gonna take a break, okay. So we made it happen, okay. So congratulations. You don't see me? Ha 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 ha. You can see me. Are you enjoying watching my cleavage? Even like Star Wars Han Solo, he had it like that, right? So yeah, I know I'm pervert, right? But it's not pervert. Yeah, I mean, if you go to swimming pool, I mean, you don't guys don't even have upper shirt. They just have short pants, right? There's nothing wrong with that. Lower diagonal, we proved it. Okay, so foot periodicity theorem. You know, when I was in Midwest, they have this fantastic advertisement in radio. Long name, amazing result. It was about, employment agency. Okay, so long name, amazing result. Yeah, Midwestern Americans, they're very smart. So many American inventions came from American Midwest. So we thought it would be some function of n. No, it's not even that. It's constant number, an integer number 4. Okay, which is better than what we hoped for. But as we explore some other numbers inside of these diagonals, I'm suspecting it will be function of n rather than this constant. If we surprise, that will be my guess, okay? Because I see some repeating pattern like even 4-3-4-3 and 4-5-3 4-5-3 and 4-4 something, and it will surprise me if it's always constant, and it could very well be. So we'll explore that, okay? At least after break or possibly tomorrow, okay? So, yeah. By we just call it transformation theorem. Okay, so transformation theorem, TT. Okay, because CT means contraction theorem in row algebra, right? So I mean TT, yeah, okay, that's kind of catchy. So transformation theorem. Okay, this is by TT. It's kind of catchy. Okay. Instead of calling it like Euclidean conversion theorem, ECT, which is also catchy too. But yeah, TT is catchier. So transformation theorem. Okay, so We didn't formally prove that, but I leave that to you. Okay, so because it's elementary, easy stuff, right? I'm sorry if I'm being snobbish. Yeah, like Jesus said, we are all students of mathematics, but at the same time, we are teachers too. Didn't Jesus say, yeah, take them as your disciples, teach them, share it with your brothers? Yeah, we are teachers and students. Okay? This is how it is always. We always learn. I'm right here. I'm still writing down. I'm halfway through, okay? It takes so long to write this down. It's a long proof, but we got it on the one page, okay? So we should be proud of ourselves. We thank God, but at the same time, pat on the back, okay? Okay, I wrote it all down. We have 30 minutes left, but we can continue. I mean, what time is it? I don't know. But we'll take a break anyway. Okay. Oh man, grab some new drinks and we'll see what's on. Okay. So take 5. Okay. Thank you. Thank you for being patient. Oh boy. Oh, wow. Just a lot of work, huh? Oh. But it's enjoyable. I mean, I hope you are enjoying it too. Okay, so I hope you are enjoying this too. Okay, yeah, I'm having a lot of fun. Okay, so if you know mathematics, yeah, I'm sure you are enjoying this. I have no doubt. Unless you have big ego. What? You jealous? Come on. Don't be so covetous. Covetous. Okay. It's not that I'm better than you. It's just that I'm taking a different approach. Okay. If I'm finding things that you couldn't find, because I have a day job. Okay, which is not has nothing to do with the mathematics. Okay, so but if I do it professionally, I will be discovering nearly as much because I was just learning, reading other people's paper. Okay, so that's what's wrong with today's academia. They don't think; they just read what other people did, and they don't have this alone time alone with God, Holy Spirit, God. Okay, so me, I'm in Alaska, so I'm alone. So I plenty of time on my own. So I plenty of time to be creative, think outside the box, break the new ground. Okay, so that's why I'm achieving more than you do. It's not that I'm smarter than you are. It's just lifestyle. Okay, you're just too busy. You are in academia. You teach. You score people's students' exam, and you have your family, and you just don't have time to be alone with God, the Holy Spirit. That's why you don't discover anything. Okay, so well, yeah. Okay, so I'm giving you some ideas. Okay, some methodologies, lifestyle. So it's not just mathematics; it's anything. Okay, so all right, take 5 minutes break. Okay. Okay, we have 20 minutes left. I got some for you. Nice spring vegetable salad. And salad, yeah, well, it's of course it's vegetable. But well, you have Caesar salad, you got some stuff, but yeah, I'm reaping where I did not sow. Okay, so can you? Okay, yeah, this, yeah, publish it. Okay, you don't have to sign my name. If you want to, yeah, you can give full permission. By the way, yeah, so this edible vegetables, okay, because I don't mow my lawn. Why? Because I love these edible vegetables. I just pick them. I harvest these edible vegetables in my backyard, side yard, wherever, and I eat it. It's good. Edible, yeah, plantain leaves and dandelion leaves. Okay, they're fantastic. Mm, they're good. It's free. It's healthy. You've seen enough of this. Okay, so yeah, it's pretty healthy. I didn't water it or put some manure on top of the compost. No, they just grow on their own, all natural. It's healthy. It's free. It's yummy, chewy, nutritious. In Korea, we have in Middle East they have hummus. Yeah, I buy it sometimes in Walmart. Hummus. In Korea, we have some. What is hummus? Like bean paste. In Korea, we have something like that. Bean paste. It's called doenjang. Doenjang. It's very salty, but it's based on soybean, some kind of bean, fermented. Like many Korean food, very good for your gut. Fermented. So typically Koreans, what they do with this leafy vegetables, yeah, they put doenjang, the Korean hummus. Very healthy and very yummy. Kind of salty. It's fermented, based on soybean. Okay, doenjang. It's dark brown. It kind of look like shit. Okay, dark brown. Okay, but it's very healthy and very yummy. Okay, doenjang. Mm, I really like this. Yeah, I did wash it, but there's some darts in there still, so I'm just wiping off with my finger and my toilet paper. This is all natural, you know. Oh well. I hope some moose or some wild cat didn't urinate on this or poop on this. Well, I washed it, so I don't want to get any parasites. It's so fragrant. Oh, they're good. So good. Taste of heaven. What's our next step? Well, we take it to a higher level. But before that, I'm going to show you the Euclidean square. Okay. We just continue. Okay. We'll do this until I kind of feel asleep. If I get too sleepy or too hungry, then we'll stop. Okay. This ball has killed this guy. Yeah, some kind of wasp. I had to kill it. So. Oh well. Okay. We're gonna preserve this, okay? We're not erasing it. But I show you the Euclidean square again. Okay, so the cyclic periodic behavior, okay, in this Euclidean square diagonal. Okay, so you have your first diagonal, second diagonal, and third diagonal and on. It always start from 4. Okay. All right. How about the one next? So okay. From here and on, the periodicity is 2. This let me get my water. Alright. That salad was good. You're good. Let me get some water. Right now it's like 11, but I took a long nap, so I'm not sleepy, and yeah, I mean I gotta go back to work tomorrow. Tomorrow's Monday, but I took a long nap. Alright, so very well refreshed, and my voice is doing very well. It's recovered from fatigue, and so that's what we proved. Okay, so yeah, all this initial force, okay, in this third diagonals, third and on, third, fourth, fifth, seventh, all these diagonals. Okay, so start from 4. But how about the next? Because in this third diagonal, okay, we have period of 2. 4, 3, 4, 3, 4, 3. Okay. In the fourth diagonal, we have period of 3. 4, 5, 3, 4, 5, 3, 4, 5, 3. Okay, so that will be our next step. What's the complete cycle in each diagonal? okay, from fourth and on, okay. Fourth diagonal, second diagonal in this lower half. Alright, you have Euclidean square. You have lower triangle and upper triangle, right? We are just focusing on lower triangle first. Upper triangle, there's whole another story because we don't see definite pattern like lower triangle. Okay, so we'll deal with that later. Alright. Oh boy. Okay. So third diagonal we have periodicity of 2. Fourth diagonal we have periodicity of 3. Okay, so that's our next step. What we have proved for so far is that we got our equation, so we'll make use of it. Okay, and we'll need some whiteboard and yeah, let's get to it. Okay, we have 5 minutes left. We'll just continue, okay? Okay. Alright. Yeah, we can erase this with wrong formula. Failed proof of wrong formula, okay, so. But it helped us. It gave us infrastructure skeleton. Okay, so we kind of copied over from this wrong formula proof. It helped. Alright. So let me, yeah, this red is fine, I think. We have this formula. Lower diagonal foot theorem, okay? Okay, so that's that. Yeah, let's make some example, okay? Let's just say k is 0, okay? We don't care about k. And n is 3, right? So n is 3, okay? One, two, three. Yeah, that's 4. Now n is 4. That's 4. So you're adding 1 here, okay? And adding 2 here. Why? Because the coefficient for n is 1, and on the left side, on the right foot, coefficient for n is 2. So that's why you are adding 1 on the left and adding 2 on the right. That's the speed coefficient, okay? Speed of increment, okay? Incrementation. All right? We have 2 minutes left. We'll just continue, okay? So, So it goes on like that, you know, do one more 6, 9, add 1, add 2, when n is equal to 5. Okay, so we don't have to even plug in the number, we know the pattern. We add 1, add 2. Okay, so this is when k is 0. What if k is 1? That's the next 4. You have diagonal that is cyclic, the periodic, right? So next occurrence of 4. Okay, this what it is. So when n is 3, the periodicity is 2. Periodicity is always n minus 1. Okay, so when I mean we didn't formally prove that, but we kind of noticed. Okay, so actually we kind of did prove it. You have n minus 1 k on either side, right? So that's why n minus 1 is period. You remember sine x is equal to sine x plus 2 pi k. When k is integer, right? Yeah, the 2 pi is like n minus 1 here. Okay? K is 1, okay, so then this formula becomes, okay, this formula is when k is 0, n plus 1 s 2n minus 1. When k is 1, this formula becomes 2n s 3n minus 2. Okay, so when n is 3,